What is up, everyone? My name is Mr. J, and today I am bringing you a Digimon deck profile. So you probably saw you read the title, you saw the thumbnail. I took Ophanimon control deck to my locals for the Beelzemon Cup, and I managed to get first place. And guys, oh, such a good feeling, such a good feeling. I wasn't even gonna go. There was 2 days for the event, and I didn't go on Friday, and I decided last minute to go on Monday. I do have a few shout outs that I will say now. So thank you, first of all, to Strawhead Izzy. He uploaded the video, I think the day before. I saw the Ophanimon deck and I'm like, you know what? This is it, because I didn't want to play Beelzemon. I didn't have time to practice. Why would I pay the money to enter the event and play a deck that I haven't practiced? At that point, I'm just playing a deck to lose. Yeah, I'm just paying to lose, right? Because yeah, you want to take a deck to locals. Usually, if you're gonna pay the money, especially since it was like 30 bucks into the event, you want to pay and then play a deck that you're comfortable with. So I did that. I saw his list, and then Frank was the one. Shout out to Frank from locals. You know, he posted the list on the Digimon group chat, and that's how I got the list. But let's get into it. So it's very similar to Strawhead Izzy's list. There are a few changes that I made just because you know, like, it's my text. But of course, for Demimera, I did see, I think his YouTube name is a couple of switches, and I'll put his link there. He came out with a deck profile afterwards, and I saw some of his texts, and I liked his build too. But I think I would just stick with this one. But I'll talk about the cards I would have changed. So there we go. We have 4 Demimera. For the level 3s, we have 4 Ignitemon. For the Floodgates, 2 Gazimon, 2 Psychmon, and then I opted to play 2 Elecmon and then 1 Dracomon. The Dracmon, I mean. So, just for the rookies in general, Strawhead Izzy was not playing the Psychmon, and I added 2 copies and then 2 copies. I split it 2 and 2 instead of the Sukaimons. So I put 2 Psychmon, 2 Elecmons, and the Elecmon didn't come up as much. It did kind of force my opponent to Digivolve on top of the level 3 and not leave it on board, which was nice. The Dracmon almost never came up. Like, I played only one option card that I could pick up, and I don't think it ever picked up the option card, not that I know of. There was one instance when I could have done that, but I just chose to do something else. For your level 4s, of course, we are playing the 4 Gatitomon. I love Gatomon. Of course, you know this is the best level 4 in, I would say, in yellow and purple, right? Best yellow or purple level 4. Moving on, then we played 2 Black Gatomon. That was same as Strawhead Izzy. I didn't change it. Black Gatomon was really, really good. I think this one won me about 2 to 3 games, 2 at minimum. And then 2 Makomon. Makomon was really good. I don't think it ever came out as security. And then the on deletion effect, the inheritable, came up 1 time. So not too bad. I think I saw, let me look up his YouTube right now because I'm actually really curious. All right, so yes, his YouTube name is a couple of switch. Go follow them, guys. Strawhead Izzy and couple of switch. Amazing, amazing deck profiles. I loved just them explaining their card choices. And yeah, why they won first place, because they both won first place. And then I included 2 Devimon. A couple of switch did include 1 Devimon, but honestly, he never came up. You can pick him up with like Lady Devi and just other ways to recur him, but it just never, yeah, I don't know. It just never came up. I would still play one of them, but I liked a couple of switches tech where he played 1 Ogremon. That's the one when you attack, you trash a card and then you gain sec +1. That would have been nice just for the aggression. And then that's it for our level 4s. Actually, moving on to our level 5s, we're playing 4 copies of Lady Devimon. 4 copies of Lady Devimon. 2 copies of the EX1 Lady Devi. This is the, when Digivolving, you may trash the top 3 cards of your deck. And Strawhead Izzy was maxing this out at 4 copies. I would have maxed it out at 4 copies, but I realized I only own 2 copies. So it wasn't bad. It does come up, and I'll show you the mega lineup. So 1 copy of Lady Devimon from the starter deck, should have taken it out. Like, it shouldn't have been here. I keep putting her in just because she's a Flame House Scythe target, but in all honesty, it should just be a Maycrackmon. And that's it for my level 5s. For my level 6s, we have, of course, 4 Ophanimon. The Ophanimon, like, was so good. Like, I want to pick up alt-art copies, but at the same time, I'm getting tired of, like, spending money on Digimon, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, for Ophanimon, she was so good. Since purple, since, like, again, it's all purple tournament, all they have is on, like, deletion effects, and then on deletion effects as well. So there's no de-digivolve, there's no return to hand, return to deck. They have to delete this to get over it. And the amount of value you get off Ophanimon, just because when digivolving, you usually get to recover 1, and then you get to pop something level 4 or lower. Amazing. Amazing. Then moving on, we had 2 copies of Mastamon. So I'm gonna move these down a little bit. Yeah, 2 copies of Mastamon. This is the OG Mastamon, and I really liked her. She did come up sometimes. It's nice to play wide. Like, when you digivolve, you play wide, and then you can always protect yourself from Death Exmon if you digivolve into Mastamon and then replay one of the Psychmons. That one's a really good combo. That way you cannot get Death X. And it's possible to get Death X, man, because it's all purple decks. And then 1 copy of Creepymon. So the Creepymon did win me one of my matches, and yeah, shout out to Straw Hat Izzy. I think a couple of Switch also played the Creepymon. So if you don't have your alt art copies of this card, get it, man. I was thinking about playing Megidramon like Kwang Zero said, and thank the Lord I did not put Megidramon, because Megidramon would not have won me the game. So Straw Hat Izzy, shout out to you, man. Creepymon and a couple of Switch, this was definitely the best choice. Play this one over the Megidramon. And then just for our, I'm just gonna digivolve. I'm gonna put these on top of the Digimon here. 4 copies of Maycomon. Let's just go on. 4 copies of Chaos Degradation, and then 4 copies of Flame House Scythe. Straw Hat Izzy. Oh, and then 2 copies of the Purple Memory Boost, and then 1 copy of Demonic Disaster. So for Mako Mochizuki, she was amazing. Even though I wasn't playing, I kind of missed the memory setter, but at the end of the day, it didn't matter. Her being able to gain memory on your opponent's turn, so say if like your opponent hits Flame House Scythe in security, or the Makomon in security, and then you tap her, gain 1, gain 2, if you had 3 on board. Once you had 3 on board, yeah, like I want to say as soon as I had 2 or more on board of the Tamers, it was really hard for me to lose, because I just started gaining so much advantage memory-wise. 4 copies of Chaos Degradation. This was mandatory just because you have like big boss monsters like Beelzemon Blastmo, for example. And then, of course, this doesn't activate on deletion effects. So yeah, if a Ballmon hits this in security, it doesn't matter. It's going to get Chaos Degraded. It doesn't get its effect. 4 Flame House Scythe, because like Izzy said, it was just having the extra body was really nice, right? Plus you get to delete something, so it's good value. 2 Purple Memory Boosts just for consistency, and then 1 copy of Demonic Disaster. That is one of the other changes I made from Straw Hat Izzy's deck. He played Calling from Darkness and then a Deathclaw, I think. But I really liked Demonic Disaster just because the security effects, you gain another body, so another rookie, level 3. And then you can delete one of your Digimon to unsuspend one of your purple Digimon. So it was really good for the aggression. Sometimes you could pop your Ophanimon, bring back Black Gatomon, and Black Gatomon swing for game. Yeah, it was amazing. Swing with Ophani, it doesn't die, it's okay. Demonic Disaster is there for you, buddy. Amazing, amazing. But other than that, like, I think I saw Donkey Konog's video too, and I will say, like, for Bandai, this event was so much fun just because it rewards good deck building, right? And yeah, I'm just so glad Frank posted this on the list because I didn't know what to play. I was like, damn, do I play Beelzemon? Do I play Bellstarmon? And then there was like that whole thing like Donkey Konog. I was gonna play his deck, man, but then I realized that he was playing Rivals Barrage wrong. Like he played Bellstarmon. and then he would place Rivals Barrage in the battle area. And I'm like, I only do that when it's trashed, my boy. So as soon as I realized that, I was like, you know what, I'm not playing Bellstar, man. Other than that, from a couple switch, of course, I would have, what would I have changed? The Lady Devi, for sure, right? Add like 2 copies of Makomon, remove 1 copy of the blocker, the Devimon, for sure. So yeah, remove one, add 2 Maycrackmon. Because Maycrackmon would have been such a good turn 1, or turn 2 actually, turn 2 play. Like if your opponent plays an Impmon and stuff like that. I do want to mention a couple of switch. He was talking about the Gatomon, and this was after the tournament, so it doesn't really matter. But he was talking about like how whenever he sees the Gatomon, he immediately slams it like turn 1, because he is correct. Like it forces your opponent to make a choice, right? You give your opponent 5 memory, and then you plus off of it, so you gain 2 memory, or not 2 memory, 2 cards usually off of that, and then they have to deal with it. Do they build their board, or do they spend memory removing the gatito, right? Because this can't stay on board, and sometimes I think my opponent could have deleted the Gatomon and they decided not to, and that one was definitely a mistake, right? Because all my level 5s Digivolve on top of Gatomon for 1 cost. And then so if you had the Ophanimon, you could immediately just go into Ophanimon and recover 1, delete something. And then sometimes it was nice because even though the Elecmon didn't come up, I feel like you could Digivolve into Elecmon, hard play the Gatomon, and then pass turn. And then your opponent would have to be, they would be forced to make a choice. They're like, okay, I see the Elecmon in raising area. I'm going to Digivolve into my champion and then like play Digivolve in the back or something like that. The Elecmon kind of tutored them into Digivolving to level 4, and then obviously with Gatomon on board, you could just Digivolve into Ophanimon, delete their level 4. So that was a very good interaction. Kind of training your opponent into that misplay there. But yeah, I wouldn't change too much. Like I said, just the addition of the two Maycrackmon, and then of course the Psychmon actually won me a match. So I don't know how Straw Hat Izzy did it with no Psychmon, man, because I ran into Bellstarmon. Like there was a potential Death X that could have just destroyed my whole board if I didn't have the Psychmon. So I would have ran Psychmon at 3 copies, Gazimon at 3 copies. But overall, fun event. I know you guys haven't noticed that I don't have the winner card. My locals actually didn't receive it, and so they said they'll give it to me once they get it. And I trust them. Like I've been going to the water tower in Chicago for a long time, so I hope I get it soon because I would love to display it. I'm very proud of my victory. Like I said, thank you, Frank, for the information, letting me know about Straw Hat Izzy's deck. But yeah, I had fun. Bandai, if you make more events like this, I would honestly, I wish there was 2 events, but I wish there was a 3rd and 4th Beelzemon Cup, just for people to continuously join, you know, and to realize like how fun just playing in these types of matches are, these types of tournaments. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll still upload the matches, even though you already saw, and then it's already spoiled who wins the matches. I'm still gonna upload them because yeah, it's also extra content, and then you guys get to see like what other people were playing, the choices they made and stuff like that. Overall, again, super fun. Take a shot every time you hear the word fun. But yeah, man, I'm so glad. If you guys enjoyed the deck profile, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and then stay tuned for the Beelzemon Cup videos. Those will be uploaded soon. I know you guys are still waiting for the Mastermon profile, and that will be up soon, I promise. Oh yes, that's the other thing. If you guys don't mind this type of deck profile, let me know, because sometimes I like to record in 4K with like shiny cards. Like I like to show off the shiny cards, but it's too much work to set up everything. So I think if you guys don't mind this format, like if you don't mind the quality here, then I can just do this, and this would be much easier for me to do deck profiles. So let me know in the comment section down below if you don't mind this type of layout, and we could do deck profiles like this. But anyways, with that being said, thank you all for watching. My name is Mr. J, and I will see you all next time.